What's poppin', fellow nerds? Today I am going to be bringing you our updated red Omnimon list for BT4. So let's get into it. Starting off with the Digitama, we are still running the 4 Digimon and 1 Koromon. Not much to say about these. Digimon gives you plus 1000 if your opponent has 5 or more cards in their trash, and if you have a full stack under an at least Mega, you get plus 1000 DP for the Koromon. And our rookie count, we are running 4 Agumon, plus 1000 on your turn, 4 more Agumon, plus 2000 if the Digimon underneath it or on top of it has Greymon in its name. And then that's quite a few Agumon, don't you think? So we're running 4 Agumon Experts. On play, return one Digimon card with Agumon in its name from your cycle bin to your hand. So this lets you grab himself, Agumon, obviously. And then our last 2 rookies, the Agumon from BT1. On play, reveal 5 cards from the top of your deck. Add 1 Tamer card among them to your hand. Place your remaining cards at the bottom of your deck in any order. So we're playing 14 rookies, all named Agumon. So that's why we're maxing out 4 on the Agumon Expert. This card's very good because if your opponent kind of opens up kind of slow, you can actually just rookie rush them with just Agumons, and you can just keep playing these and just ramming them into the security and just keep playing them and adding them back to your hand. But it's a strategy that is available to you if the situation calls for it, which is pretty cool. And so we are running a total of 14 rookies. Hey guys, sorry to interrupt, but if you have not already entered our giveaway for a box of BT4 Great Legend and the accompanying promo packs, make sure to enter that. The link is in the description. But let's get back to the video. And for our champions, we are running 4 Fugumon. This is from BT4. This is a 3 play cost, 1 to Digivolve, 3000 DP. A very good card. This is like Dark Tyrannomon and a even better than a 4 cost to play level 4. So we're maxing this out. Cheap evos are cool and cheap plays are even cooler. And then our next champion, we are maxing out 4 of the Greymon from the structure deck. Inheritable is security attack plus 1. Pretty good. And then our last champion, we are running 4 Corgimon blocker. Don't want to lose to Rookie Rush or just random blue decks that play Vmons and whatnot. But we're just running 12 champions. And onto our ultimates, we are running 3 Groundramon, 5 to play, 2 to Digivolve. DP's irrelevant. You do not want to play this and leave it on the field versus Yellow or Greymon. But other than that, you're just playing this because you can Digivolve for super cheap into your Megas and higher. And then we are playing 3 Volkdramon. Inheritable is security attack plus 1. Pretty good when you're trying to swing for all your opponent's security in one turn, like Red has a tendency to do. And then our last ultimate, we are playing 3 Metal Greymons. His effect is security attack plus 2, but when attacking, lose 5 memory. Pretty good card. He's 9000 DP, so if you make him big using some of the Agumons and things like that, you can actually just chunk people's security with just him alone, which is pretty cool. And then his inheritable is even better, plus 3000 DP, so anything on top of him is going to be a real swole. But that's it for our ultimates. We are playing 9. And on to our megas. We are playing 3 of one of my favorite red cards in the game. War Greymon from BT1. His effect is when Digivolving, this Digimon gains security attack plus 1 for the rest of the turn. And then your turn, this Digimon doesn't activate security skills and option cards it checks, so you just swing, and then if it's a turn you Digivolve into him, he gets to check 2 security at least, and option cards don't activate, so you don't have to worry about dumb stuff going off. Then our next 2 megas, we are playing 2 Victory Greymon. On Digivolve, Digiburst 2, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 8000 DP or less. Pretty good spot removal. 4 to Digivolve does suck, but I think this is better than Blitz in this meta. Yes, a lot of people are prepared to just get their stuff removed. There's a lot of removal in this format, but I would rather just get rid of the problem completely, and this is going to get rid of most things that are not Megas, and you have stuff to get rid of Megas. So then our next Mega, we are playing 2 Phoenixmon. So you have an option here. You can run Spinomon instead of Phoenixmon, and on your turn it's 13,000 DP, but on your opponent's turn it's only 10. I would rather just take 12,000 DP always, so it's not as easy for my opponent to run over on their turn. So we're still running Phoenixmon. Spinomon is an option, but the 1,000 DP on my turn versus being 10 on their turn, I really don't like, so we're still running Phoenixmon. And that is it for our Megas. We're running 7. And onto our big dogs. Woof, woof. We are running 2 BT1 Omnimon, of course, and 2 Omnimon Alter S from BT3. So, for those of you who don't know, this effect is when digivolving, choose one of your opponent's Digimon, delete all of your opponent's Digimon that share a name with it, and then when attacking, you can unsuspend this Digimon by returning a level 6 Digimon from underneath it to your hand, so you can swing twice. And then Alter S, he is when digivolving, trigger Digivolve 1 on all of your opponent's Digimon, then delete all of your opponent's Digimon with 5000 DP or less, and then when attacking, you can return a level 6 underneath it to make them unblockable for the turn. So that is it for our level 7s. And then onto our Tamers, we are playing 2 Marcus Damon. We're not playing Taikamiya. Taikamiya is jank. It's not good unless you're playing, like, I would say Red Ragna specifically. But this is pretty cool if it's a memory setter, obviously. But if you attack with a Digimon that has Greymon in its name, you get to tap him and gain a memory, which is pretty nice. We have several Greymons in this deck. We have War Greymon, Victory Greymon, regular Greymon, Metal Greymon. So like there are several ways to just tap this. And also what's cool is the Metal Greymon, when you swing, you lose memory. If you have one or both of these out, you lose less memory, which is pretty cool. So like let's say you have both of these out and you swing with Metal Greymon, you tap both of them, and you only end up losing 3 memory. Which is pretty nice. So sometimes that won't end your turn. Like if you haven't done anything, you just swung. That's pretty cool. That is it for our Tamers. We are just running 2. And onto our options. We are of course running 2 Gaia Force. I tested more and less, but yeah, 2 is optimal. It clogs your hand so terribly running more than 2 of this card. Like it is awful because you never want to give your opponent more like that much memory. Like this is a ton of memory to give your opponent. Most of the time you are going to have 1 in your hand at any given time, but if you play more than 2 of this card, you're always going to have multiples in your hand. Like it is nice seeing it in security more often when you play more than 3 or more than 2, but it is just way too overdrawn. So we are only running 2 Gaia Force. But that is it for the deck. Let me know your thoughts on this deck in the comments below. I'm curious to see what your input would be. If you have suggestions for this deck or questions, I'd love to answer them. But I appreciate you guys stopping by. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoy seeing this kind of content and want to come back for more. Until next time, see ya.